that wasn't a foul last night, because this has been hashed out, talked about to wits end, right? But as you guys know, by now, the Cincinnati Bengals did lose to the Baltimore Ravens 35-34 last night. They did hold a 21-7 lead with 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. An exciting fourth quarter gave the Bengals a chance to tie or go into basically what happened. The Bengals were down by 7. They scored a touchdown, makes it 35-34. Zach Taylor decided to go for 2, or which he did not go for the tie. He went for 2. They ultimately failed on the 2-point conversion. On that final drive, when we look at the final drive in general, there were many flags on the Baltimore Ravens. There's that 15-yard face mask on the tight end. There was a personal foul on Joe Burrow, where the was a defensive tackle tackled him too hard, drove him into the ground, I guess. But when it got down to the two-point conversion, the referees decided to swallow the whistle. We saw the holding on Mike Krzyzewski. Was it a little ticky-tacky? Sure, but he threw up his arms, definitely spun around or whatnot. But the biggest non-missed call was the direct blow to Joe Burrow's face when he was hit as he threw the ball. So, listening to people across the league, listening to the broadcast last night, one thing that raised my ears a little bit was when Ryan Fitzpatrick said on the post-game broadcast that the flag should not have been called on either Joe Burrow or Mike Krzyzewski. Am I saying his name right? Probably not. But Ryan Fitzpatrick come out and said the flag shouldn't have been thrown or called because it did not affect the play. So just because a foul occurred over here or after the fact, it did not affect the play. So my logical brain started to think here, right? My logical brain started to think. So let's just say Joe Burrow completes the pass and he gets hammered he doesn't complete the pass, but he gets hammered in the face 2 seconds after the fact. Yes or no, guys, in the chat, should that be a flag? How about let's put Lamar Jackson there or Patrick Mahomes, any quarterback, right? You throw the ball, it's an incomplete pass, but then a hand comes out and forcibly hits you in the face and knocks you over. Is that a flag? Yes or no? The answer to that question is yes. Simple, right? Roughing the passer, illegal hands to the face, whatever you want to call it. Did it affect the play? No, it did not affect the play at all. So in Ryan Fitzpatrick's mind, since me hitting you in the face 2 seconds after the ball is passed, is thrown, it does not affect the play. I can do it because it doesn't affect you, right? So then we think about this. How about all these holding calls on defense we see all the time, right? I see it on the Kansas City Chiefs all the time. Patrick Mahomes is looking right. He throws the ball right, never once looks left. Right. Somewhere far left field, a flag comes flying 50 yards in because a defender is holding Travis Kelce when he's trying to run his out route. Did that affect the play? No. Patrick Mahomes looking right the whole time. Threw right, completed right, did all this right. This was all on the left. Did that affect the play? No. But yet here comes the flag. So it doesn't matter if it's a penalty that doesn't affect the play or it's affecting a play. A foul is a foul at the end of the day. And it pisses me off in basketball the most, right? A foul that's in the first quarter should be a foul that's in the fourth quarter. Oh, we got to let him play. It's the final minute. No, a foul is a foul is a foul. It doesn't matter the time of game. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter what quarter it is. It doesn't matter if you're trying to make a statement and make the game close. If you're going to call it in the fourth quarter, call it in the first quarter. If you're going to call it in the second quarter, call it the final play of the game. The simple fact of the matter is that I do not think the Bengals would have made that two-point conversion, whether that pass was caught or not. I don't know who was defending him here, but you guys see the graphic down here at the bottom of the screen. He had great coverage on him. The ball, I mean, he tackled him right as the ball was there, and he probably would have fell about 6 inches short, right? Let's just be honest. But illegal hands to the face, the holding, it doesn't matter what happened previously on the drive. The Ravens, I don't know, the face mask was definitely a face mask kind of, right, on Mike Krzyzewski earlier in the drive that extended the play 15 yards. But the driving of the quarterback into the ground, that's kind of BS, right? I mean, what do you want me to do? Put a pillow on him and kind of roll over and hurt myself? It's stupid. But regardless, a foul is a foul is a foul. So we understand that this penalty potentially changed the outcome, or the non-penalty potentially changed the outcome of the game. We saw it last Thursday night. Was it 2 Thursday nights ago when the Rams tore off Sam Darnold's face, right? Tore it off, completely missed. Would it have changed the outcome of the game? Probably not, but it could have, right? So let me ask you guys this question. When we look at flags across the NFL, when we look at penalties across the NFL, if it's a flag in the first quarter, should it be a flag in the fourth quarter? Simple yes or no. Let me know. Let me know what you guys personally think. If it's a flag in the first drive, is it a flag on the last drive? Or let's even take it one step further. If I've thrown a flag of roughing the quarterback already twice on this drive, and then they do it again on the third drive, but it's the final play of the game, it's the game deciding play, I don't want to do it. Do you do it? I mean, this is what makes referees have such a bad rap. This is what makes the NFL have this rigged stigmatism. This is what makes people like the Bengals fans upset. This is what makes like the teams that are playing the Kansas City Chiefs upset, is because you see these flags not in the first quarter, not in the second quarter, but all of a sudden they come in the fourth quarter. They come in critical situations, right? But then on the flip side of the coin, you do see the flags in the first quarter. You do see the flags in the second quarter, but in the critical situations, you don't see the flag. Just be freaking consistent. Like, that's all I want to know, is be consistent. Like, I want to know that if I'm jamming you on the first quarter and we're not calling a flag, and I've been doing it all day long, and then all of a sudden the fourth quarter comes around, Patrick Mahomes is driving, I'm jamming. He's on the opposite side of the field as me, and then all of a sudden you call a holding? Like, why? Like, I get it, but why? Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments here. WBN says people will bring that up, but won't be bringing up the fact that they blew a 14-point lead in the 14-point lead in the 4th and 10, where the dude's knee is clearly down before he hits the first down marker. Well, and let's go back to that 4th down play. It was a first down. Yes, his knee did hit half a yard, a full yard before that 40-yard down marker, but it is where the ball is at. It was a great call. We had a great view of it. It was right there on the line. It was very, very cut and dry. If you want to go that route, Ant, yes, they did blow a 21-7 point lead. Yes, the game was completely changed, turned on his head in the third quarter when Chase Brown fumbled that ball. Hamilton came in there, ripped that ball out. Beautiful play. Game-changing drive. If you even want to take it one step further, how about when the wide receiver, was it Williams, running down the sideline? To me, looked like his heel was a good 2 inches on the white. But they're like, oh, no, it didn't touch. I don't know. I mean, you do run on your toes, but if it looked like a duck, acts like a duck, it is a duck, right? Definitely looked like to me it was a good 2 inches outside. So that play alone changed the whole outcome of the game. What was it? 89-yard pass, 87-yard pass. The Bengals missed like 3 tackles, try to shove him out of bounds, just tackle the damn dude for one. But it is what it is. If you want to fix all that, just take freaking replay out of the game. That will fix all that, because then you can't overturn those calls. A call stands on the field. It is what it is. Sorry about your luck. I missed it. But then if you go to replay, you still miss it, then we have a problem. Just take replay out. James Frank says it's definitely, most definitely is a flag. At the end of the game, definitely throw the damn flag. We're tired of it. Ant says it definitely did not affect the play, but it was roughing the passer. And that is my point exactly. Like, I don't know why Ryan Fitzpatrick said since it didn't affect the play, he shouldn't have thrown the flag, right? How do you know it wasn't going to affect the play? Like, that's the main thing, right? We are in the freaking NFL. We saw Lamar Jackson run like 20 yards backwards and then somehow run forward and was still looking to freaking pass. Like, he could have, it was on the right side of the field. He could have easily threw all the way across the left side of his body. But let's say the cornerback over there, Taylor Britt, right, is holding Zay Flowers like at that particular time. Of course, it's not affecting the play now, but if Lamar Jackson throws it, bada bing, bada boom, all of a sudden he is holding and Zay Flowers can't run his route, it affects the play. Everything will affect the play at some point, whether it's offensive holding, defensive offsides. If you see the foul, call the damn foul. Like, that is all we ask at the end of the day, is keep it consistent throughout the game. We understand people are human. People make mistakes. People do get a little more antsy toward the end of the game, swallow the whistle per se, or be a little bit more whistle happy. But just try to keep it consistent and call the foul. That's all we ask. That's really all we ask. Derek says, I didn't see it, but the defensive player in the air when he threw it. I didn't see it, but was the defensive player in the air when he threw it? Are you talking about the 2-point conversion, Derek? So this graphic that is on the screen here, Ant, I don't know who your guy is down here at the bottom tackling the tight end there, but he made a hell of a play. It doesn't matter if the defensive player was in the air or not. This defensive player for the Ravens made a beautiful play on that tight end. He wrapped him up and then swatted it down. He did everything picture perfect. There is no flag there whatsoever. That is picture perfect defense, 100%. And Derek says, was he in the air on the Joe Burrow hit? So if I remember correctly, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but the defensive player, it was the nose guard. I don't know who it was. I should have got the name, but he basically bull rushed the guard or center, blew him completely over, blew him into Joe Burrow. But in the process of being ran over, of course, the lineman wants to grab and pulls down the defensive lineman as well. And then the arm came down across Joe Burrow's face from like the top all the way down. So you could have called illegal hands to the face mask, obviously roughing the passer. Could have also been called holding because because offensive lineman was holding the defensive guy on the way down. There's a lot of missed flags on that particular play. Everett Johnson's in the chat. He was a anniversary follower. Well, what's up, Everett? He says, I thought the interception would stand. Looked like he drug the first foot inbounds and the second one out of bounds. Oh, and the second one was inbounds. What interception are you talking about? Are you talking about the Bengals interception that Lamar Jackson was rolling to the left? The Bengals guy had it. At that particular point, it was 21-7. He had it. They called it an interception, but then they overturned it. He was definitely inbounds, but the ball hit the turf. So if we're talking about that interception, the ball hit the turf. He was definitely inbounds, but the ball hit the turf. I don't know what other interception you could possibly be talking about. So if you could clarify that. And it's also not always just having both feet in bounds. It's also controlling the catch, right? Like, you have to control the catch, no bobbling or like anything, just like that. So a referee looks at three things when you catch the ball, right? First of all, do you catch it? And when you catch it, when do you secure the catch? Once you secure the catch, then the eyes go down to the feet? Are the feet in bounds when you finally secure the ball? Then once you see the 2 feet down, the ball is secured, then your eyes go back up and you watch the ball and watch it fall. So once you hit the ground, does the ball move, right? So you have to catch the ball, secure it, both feet down, and then fall, and then still secure the ball. That if we're talking about an interception, probably what happened was because cornerbacks are not great with the ball security, right? He probably caught it, got both feet down, and was tackled, and probably fumbled the ball in the end. So that's kind of what I think what you're talking about, but I don't know. I'd have to see the play to really look at it, Everett.